Welcome back, RebelWatch. I'm Mariah Evans here with Henry Stuart, and right now we're interviewing Wydett Williams, a safety for the Ole Miss Rebels.
Wydett, you started off your career at Delta State. How did it kind of compare going from Division II, then to Louisiana Monroe in the Sun Belt, then to Ole Miss? You go from D2 to the Sun Belt to the SEC.
Really just working hard. I always dreamed of being on this stage, and I just worked my way up. It's never where you start from. It's always where you finish and how you finish.
On this journey through these different schools, what's like something you're proud of your game or still working to sharpen?
Really just transferring over from offense to defense, because I played offense my whole life until I got to college. So really I just say the transition, and defense is a fun side of the ball to be on.
You mentioned playing offense. You played quarterback in high school. How did that are there any similarities between playing safety and playing quarterback that you were able to pick up on when you got to college and had to make the switch defensively?
For me, I come from a small school, so they run a quarterback a lot and we throw some. So I've never been the guy to always juke. So I would say I would go attack them first before they attack me, and then on defense, that's the same thing you got to do. So really just hitting hard, I guess.
How do you personally reset every week following to like a different game or something?
I say just on Sundays is my biggest reset day. I just come in, lift weights, get treatment, and I just read. I read my Bible just to restart the week, start off fresh. That's just my biggest reset day for my mind and body.
You had kind of essentially the game-sealing interception this past week against South Carolina. Kind of take me through what that meant for you personally as you've really stepped up and become an integral part of this secondary.
I'm really just happy to be here and be a part of this. My teammates push me, my coaches push me. We all push each other to be our best on and off the field. So that plays a big part, and just picking that ball off, it just really shows how we've come on a defensive level. So
coming to this school this year, who would you say has been your mentor in the locker room?
Since I've been here, Bull, we know him as Bull. But TJ Daughtery, he's always been there. He's always there for the whole team and being that leader. So,
on the subject of mentors, is there like a favorite NFL player of yours? Someone you try to kind of model your game after as a safety?
I'll say Kyle Hamilton. So he's a pretty big body, move around a lot on the field, and I feel like I can do that also. So.
What's your dream besides football, like something that you will hope to do in the future?
I haven't really thought about that, but I always like uplifting people, like especially in my community, being that I come from a small town, so always uplifting them and just wanted to give back to my community.
Coming out of high school, you commit to Delta State, but the area you're from in Louisiana, obviously, it's very close to the Mississippi state line. It's right on the river. What kind of prompted you to go to Ole Miss, maybe as opposed to, staying at Louisiana Monroe or maybe going, somewhere in Louisiana like LSU? What kind of prompted that decision to come to Ole Miss?
Really just when I came here, everything felt homey. The coaching staff, they welcomed me in. It was full of laughter and really just felt homey. And then when it's time they know a lot about ball. I've learned so much since I've been here, and really I just wanted to grow as a player, and I felt like I can do that with this coaching staff, and so far I have done that with this coaching staff.
How do you stay locked in this week and avoid overlooking an opponent?
You got to look at every opponent the same. You can never overlook someone because that's the time that they might one up on you. So you gotta, like you playing your little brother in a video game, like you gotta let them know you're not just for to keep begging for to play me and I'm not gonna beat you constantly. So you really just gotta look at everyone the same, study film the same, practice the same, do everything the same. Don't change your mindset or nothing.
You talk about mindset, how have you kind of kept your mindset consistent, having to face some real dynamic quarterbacks this season, having to take on guys like Lenora Sellers and John Mateer and Taylon Green?
Really just watching the film and taking heed and studying how they play and how they approach the game. So really just in that aspect of you just got to study your opponent.
Going into this week, what do you think will be the key for you to have a successful matchup?
I'll say really just having great eyes and paying attention to detail.
Obviously you don't want to look too far ahead into the season, but, what would kind of a successful season look like for you personally?
I just want to win. I want to be a part of a team that wants to win, and this team wants to win. So I would just say winning out. That's the biggest goal, but we'll take it one game at a time, one day at a time.
Thank you, Wydett, for joining us, and thank you for watching.